Damwon. It could also be swift to a victory for T1, but they need to get through this man. In my opinion, the best player at MSI.
He was the best player at MSI for sure. I don't think many people are arguing with that. Maybe some LPL fans. But you take a look at these numbers and it is pretty hard to argue with, right? This is MSI Rumble and Knockout stage. Cuz, a guy that I know Atlas, our fellow co-caster, loves to talk about, big fan of his play. He looked really great in their first performance up against, not against MSI, against Hamalife. I doubt that was on purpose, as Lucian is going to be the first pick here for Damwon.
Can't really get caught up as the Kalista has been opened. Teddy is one of the very few players, of course the archetypical example of this is Ruler, where you can play the Kalista for early, mid,
and as you mentioned, they don't really care if you ban away the Tahm Kench. They're still very much willing to pick the Senna. Does it fall a little bit in power? Perhaps, but Ghost is an incredible Senna player. You have some really nice range, some nice burst, but instead it is going to be a change to the Akali last second, as that should be Faker hopping onto that pick.
I was about to say, the Victor is a pick you'll be okay with as a T1 fan, but you won't be excited about it. Faker on Akali, you will get excited about. Akali has had some bonkers performances already.
And be very annoying. You have to be making plays, which can lend yourself to being caught out.
That's an absurd win. Oh, that's an even more absurd win. Right? Okay, well, we are just...
It's incredibly hard to pull off as Cuz is looking for a gank, and you see Canyon was kind of scouting in the enemy jungle, but does not spot him here. And Khan jumps in, the perfect time to get baited. Although he is really fast on the Jace, and he kind of just laughs at the Rumble, but here comes the slow out of the Gnar. Probably gonna force a flash here from Khan. Here's the follow-up from Kana. And now it should just be running down the Jace from here on out. The flash available for Cuz, and that is an easy cleanup. First blood took a little bit, but they got the job done.
It's a nice start. As mentioned previously, as we can hear Rumble shout loudly, as he likes to do with this skin. A lot of...
Khan showing some presence there in that lane, so they just want to be safe. They're just going to back.
And Nashor's tooth is finished. Kana doesn't have the Nobber available because he's in the general vicinity.
Okay, trying to go for a trade here. Kana gets way out of position and just gets dunked. That was a strange one, not going to lie. I mean, even if Canyon isn't there.
You know, perfect timing.
Look at this, like, 2 seconds left. Just drop it down. And they put it down in the other lane where they have priority, in the mid lane. That's going to be Showmaker gobbling up some of that gold as well. And with the amount of pressure that was put in the top and the middle lane, doesn't look like Damwon's here to fight over.
Understandably, I think as Damwon, the third Drake is really the one where it gets interesting. Still very much in the realm of manageable.
What is going on up there? Oh, Faker's able to land that shuriken, but he's not going to go for the second R and get... There's always those critical moments of the game that we return to in the highlights, right?
Again,
we're going to see the top side where Kana dies and they get pressure.
Considering the fact that he doesn't have his Mystic finish, as Kana, you got caught before.
Oh, that was shot blast actually thrown underneath the ground as... No. Yep, that's it. Yeah. All right. that's all I have to say, guys.
I forgot I was in the LCK.
Showmaker is just standing up to this one, has to dash away. That's a lot of damage coming out from Cuz. Up now, I like the route that Canyon takes, very safe. Knows the potential of Faker to get on in there. He's really getting in there, but the Senna ultimate does come out. Canyon now looking to take the fight to Faker, who ults away, and now he's just gonna die. Fails the flash as well. The Faker is all alone, and now Keria trying to spare the blushes, trying to get something going here. And they should be able to catch Canyon eventually, and finally they do, but now T1 kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Nice ultimate here from Kana, but Beryl gets a huge shield to survive against all of that damage. Now T1 is on the run. Beryl gets in there and a perfect body slam comes out from Keria. But Khan is doing such insane damage and the flashes come through for the double kill of Khan. And now they're looking for Teddy. The root will come down. Showmaker's going to lose a fight to Kana, but it's still a one fight to the way of Damwon. Kia Ghost on full health after that one.
But Canyon is ready, and let's not forget, when Diana was meta a while back before her jungle clear got so good, it was because she was so good against other assassins, right? The survivability that she has, strong in itself, let alone with a Senate help, and the action hasn't stopped yet.
Kana's all alone, he's so dead. nowhere for him to go. And not sure what he was even doing there, to be honest. Maybe checking the Drake, but they were definitely doing the Drake.
Making something work, right? Because when you look here, you can see, sure, Showmaker dies, but one half of Damonkia is on the top side, and T1 recognizes this with a beautiful engage from Keria. Cuz throws down a really important equalizer here to completely prevent them from walking through that choke point. And in the end, it's a constant back and forth. The sustain from the Senna is just too nuts,
Look
right?
at this body slam.
Yeah, yeah.
It's crazy.
If that doesn't happen, I think the fight is just over here. They get 3-4 more kills, and you don't trade nearly as evenly. The fact that Kana dies here later really puts kind of a damper on the whole situation. Would have been much better in terms of trade. Yeah, it's a scuttle.
So he's greening over the scuttle. That's what's going on.
And he doesn't have hop, because otherwise he would have just hopped over the wall. So that's really, yeah, that's not what you want, because up until that point, sure, you lose the Drake, but so like that Ghost is opting to lethality, is Khan probably dead.
Khan is just dead. He's trying to put out as much damage as possible, but Faker just puts him in the dead zone.
And now also the Starrock's finished, and
Showmaker saw the ward over the wall. I mean,
he's alone.
He's just up here alone by himself. He is 1v4. He is surviving for quite a long time, but this guy should eventually die, trying to do a little bit of damage to Cuz there, but will just give over the Dark Harvest stack. And are trying to get position here onto this objective. DK say, okay, we're going for Baron. Showmaker gonna step it up here. He TPs up, and they're gonna force T1 to respond to this Baron take. Aria's looking to get in there. Oh, another huge engage! Aria, what are you doing today? What did you have for breakfast? He is making T1 win this game. Somehow, some way, Kana's able to flash in there. Doesn't really get the stun off, though. And now Showmaker is doing some kiting down here. Kana going a little bit too far forward. And now everybody on the side of T1 is flashing away. Keria, he's got some rocks in his backpack today. Not able to do it all by himself. And Dom1 will be able to take down the Baron.
What a masterful fight by Damonkia. This is the team that we saw win Worlds last year, and this is the team that was kind of missing him aside. We saw glimpses of them, but the amount of damage that is soaked there by Barrel is absolutely insane. And if they can also grab this Drake...
Oh, they didn't know about this TP, I guess. Teddy had no idea, and oh man.
Come!
Double kill. And now this TP is coming in. Faker trying to spare the blushes of his team, and Khan just says, no, thank you very much. We'll take the Baron and the Drake and your lives. It looks like Khan's Jace win rate might be reaching new highs.
And here is what we saw earlier, right? This is a beautiful engage from Keria. The immediate fate's call, but thanks to the flash from Ghost, really the only person they get...
I don't know what's going on. Like, Dom have been having a really clean, dominant game.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. This Khan, yeah, this is just...
They had no idea either.
You mentioned his Jace, right? He's a 3-level lead. There's nothing that Cuz can do here, and that teleport, like the moment you press that button, like, oh man, oh no.
Yeah. If they knew, they were just sacrificing their life to try to burst down the dragon. Like.
Yeah, as Beryl does get caught here, and I gotta agree with you. I don't think that you should ever teleport there. I think that you know that the rest of Damonkia is like, okay, Khan, okay, so sorry for mentioning the Cyan. Aria.
Are we going back in? I suppose we are. Showmaker's just dead, but now Khan gets angry, gets in the face of them. He flashes the wall, and the stopwatch is so beautiful as well, but he will go down. This is such a messy fight that's coming in here, as Ghost is left alone on the left side as well, but Dom1 are winning the right, as Faker will survive. But he is all alone. Finally, Kana does make his way over Beryl, trying to frontline here for Canyon, but Canyon a little bit too behind the wall. And Faker incredibly scary at the same time, and Dom1 just buying some time for the minions to push in.
Look at the base. Base is going down.
Okay, well, Faker is he's trying to flash in, looking for that kill, and he will be able to pick it up. Beryl actually not able to find the Akali. And okay, nicely dodged there, but the Shuriken doesn't land, and Kana should be able to pick up the kill anyway. Really nicely fought here at the end of it all, as 2 more kills will go to the side of T1.
It's not over just yet, Val. This T1 are not letting go of this one. Might be able to pick up a Drake here as well if they can hurry their way over. One does go down, and this is the rewards for the play earlier, but Carrier yet again, and Showmaker getting a little bit over eager here, really chasing. I think as soon as the Fate's Call is used, you have to back out immediately, but doesn't get the opportunity because he used the relentless pursuit to dash in, which we've seen many a time is not great. Khan plays this fight beautifully because he buys so much time, which allows Canyon and Beryl to actually take down Teddy into his Guardian Angel. He will die shortly thereafter, but Faker, he's level 16, right? He's been able to get up his ultimate, and even though he doesn't have the sustain that you would traditionally have with an Akali at this point in time, this just beautifully played here.
Yeah, really nice use of the Shroud as well, saves it for exactly this moment. He's not quite able to land that Shuriken, but it doesn't matter because Kana's here. He's able to finish the job. Now we return to live. It's 13-12 in the kills. Dom1 still pretty heavily in the lead here with the Baron up. You can see they're threatening this with a huge amount of Baron damage that they have.
See these two do it, but I hope the rest of the LCK kind of comes along. Dawes gets taken real low.
Lucian, fun champion, especially when this far ahead against some squishy targets.
And Baron buff.
Yeah. Baron buff makes this building destruction a little bit easier as well. We are just pushing in. The TP is coming on in, and this is Faker, but they're looking for the kill onto the Gnar, who's about to hit Mega Gnar. Can he actually do anything? A big stun into the wall, and they're looking for Showmaker, but he will survive the flash away, and Faker is not able to pick up the kill onto this Lucian. Cousin Teddy getting some crazy damage done on the left side, but T1 just a little bit too far behind and not able to make it count, as Dom1 Kia will take down that final turret, and they will take down the first Nexus of the series, but not before they take out Cuz to pad their stats.
And that's the more of Mamortius value right there, and what a game. This is setting up for a beautiful series here, Valdez, with the amount of pressure that comes through for Dom1 Kia.
They're gonna come in here to the coach's booth with Coma and break down what happened. See if they can fix any of the issues there, because getting caught out 3 times as well, that was a little bit of a question mark for me on the side of Dom1.
While the teamfight execution is great and almost up to par with Dom1 Kia, the overall macro play I think was quite underwhelming.
Yeah, definitely the case in this one. I think they were kind of just able to strong-arm Hama Life in their first series, but Dom1 is a whole other beast here, and you can see Khan nearly up at, you know, he's got like 900, 800 damage per minute on this Jace.
메가 쌓인다. 야, 이플 본다 가. 빼. 나봐줘. 이길만 한 거 같은데?
이긴 거 같아.
야, 어서. 텔 바킹 했어. 아칼리. 한번 잡은 듯.
칼리 피해.
가자.
럼블 로컬. 자, 끝난 듯. 칼리 필이야.
칼리 필이야. 칼리 럼블 필.
칼리 없어.
칼리 럼블 필. 일자로.
조냐도 없다. 끝난 듯.
야, 죽여.
네, 조냐.
나이스.